Hey everybody, how's it going? So we're going to do a real quick video tonight using Fusion 360. Got a question from subscriber Bob about how to chamfer the ends of a custom coil thread that is a triangle shape. So Bob, if you see this, whatever, I'll reach out to you in the comment reply that we have this video up. And I think I'm answering your question. I hope I am. I'm sorry if I'm not, but here's how I interpret the answer to your question. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But easier to do it on a video than try and type it all out. So anyway, and it might be useful to someone else. So if we go here to a coil, I put it right here on this bottom plane. Just going to bring it out 3 inches. I'm going to leave it 1 revolution. I'm going to, here's a triangle coil. I'm not doing circle or square. I'm just going to triangle coil. Hit OK. Now, if we just simply want to chamfer the outside edge here, or inside, depending on where it is. If you just click that, and then you come here to chamfer, and do something like 0.2 inches. Okay. Now there you go. Now you're chamfered. Now, if that's not the end you were talking about, and you're actually talking about these ends over here, it's a little less straightforward. So on the video, I think you referenced I was using a circle thread, and so doing a circle thread, it's a little bit easier to chamfer. So normally what I would do is pick this end, and do the same thing. Come here and come to chamfer, and do a 0.2 again. And it didn't really work. Do 0.1. You have to play with it a little bit, and it may not like that chamfer I put on the end, so I'm going to get rid of that. Pick it one more time. Let's do a chamfer again. 0.2. So I get a little bit of a chamfer, so it's literally taking all the edges and putting that 200 thousandths of an inch chamfer on the ends of it. That may or may not be what you're looking for, and it's only going to let you go so far, right, until you essentially get this thing down to a point. Maybe I can do a 0.26, 27. Yeah, so there it doesn't like a 2.7, so 2.65. And I get down to a really fine point. So you kind of have to play with that a little bit if that's what you're looking for. Now, if you're actually looking for this to be a slant, to be off at an angle, I think there's probably a little bit a different method that you would go about doing that. And I would do it using a split body with a construction plane. So here's how I think I'd do that if I had a requirement. Let's say if we were looking at this from the top, to actually cut this back at, say, something steep like a 30 degree angle like that, I would do it this way. Construction plane, I would pick the bottom surface that we put this on, and I'd bring the plane up above our coil here, and let's just go to the side here and make sure we're above our coil here, and hit OK. I'm going to orient back home here, and I'm going to do a sketch on that construction plane. So sketch, construction plane, and then here again I'm going to orient back to the top, and I'm just going to sketch a line from here, and I'm just going to cut this guy back. I don't like where that line is. Let's try this one more time here. Just going to chunk it right here on this corner. And say I'll bring it back here, escape that, and hit finish. So now I've got our body and our line up here on our construction plane. So what we'll do now is we'll do a split body. So you go to modify split body, and it's prompting you here what to do. So pick the body to split, and you can either click it that way or you can do it over here on the left side with the bodies. And now it's asking you for your splitting tool, which is the line we just created. And so now you can see it's putting a extending that split through the surface. So you can localize it like this. If you've got a coil with lots of wraps on it, you're going to have multiple bodies no matter what. Now there's a way to get around it, so it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and say extend this just to show you sort of worst case scenario, and hit OK. So now what we've got listed here is 3 bodies, right? We had 1 coil, now we've got 3 bodies. But if you want to just keep that chamfer and join those 2 back, it's real easy. If you just highlight here, now you can see on the left, or on the left side of your screen, that this is the body that we want to get rid of. I never like deleting. You should always just either hide it, turning the eyeball off, or remove. So if you really are never going to use it again, just remove. Now if you want to rejoin this coil back together, it's super easy. You're just going to do a modify and combine. So your target body is that body, your tool body is that body, and you're going to join. And now you've got your coil back together. Now if you need to do the same thing to the other one, you just reverse the process, and you can actually do that same thing, but from this bottom plane. So we can do a sketch here and here on the bottom plane, reorient, and then do a line. And I'm just going to do it from right here, and I'm going to pull it back. End that, finish sketch, and then do the same thing. Split body, remove it, and then you'll be back to the one plane. So anyway, there you go. Short and sweet, and I know not everyone's going to find this super valuable, so I hope somebody does. And Bob, if it doesn't answer your question, please let me know. Thanks a lot. Talk to you all soon.